Guess what? I'm turning 28. And I thought this would be a great time to reflect and think of a few things I've learned. Number 1, always read instructions. For example, I decided to wear body paint one year. It was the best night ever. It glowed in the UV light. But I did not read the instructions. When I got home, the body paint would not come off. And it was pretty much the worst thing ever. Yeah. Number 2. The most important thing to keep dry on a water ride is your feet. Whatever you have to do, bring a bag with you, put your feet in a bag, take your shoes off secretly and hold them in your arms. Just do not get your feet wet, because once your socks are wet, you're walking around with soggy feet and it gets itchy and horrible. Number 3, most problems that you have with your body can be fixed by your diet and by natural home remedies. For example, I got rid of a mole that was on my chin using apple cider vinegar. It's way easier than you think, so look into that next time. Number 4, be adventurous. Most people are more concerned about themselves than you. When I was walking around wearing a tutu all the time, nobody cared. Actually, most people would just smile at me, and who doesn't want to be smiled at all day? So dye your hair the crazy color, wear the tutu, go dancing, do those fun, adventurous little things, and don't hold back because you're afraid of what someone will think of you. Number 5, it's okay to have failures. Everyone's human and makes mistakes every once in a while. There's no need to beat yourself up. Just take your punishment, learn from it, and move on. Number 6, the people you love the most have the most power to destroy you, because there is nothing like a broken heart. Number 7, if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. This is like forcing your opinions on others. If you think someone needs a haircut, don't go up to someone and say you need a haircut, because that's just rude. Just keep your opinions to yourself if they're not nice. Number 8, if you move to an old apartment, get yourself a return to sender stamp, because you will be getting lots of people's mail that have lived in that apartment throughout the years. So it makes it a lot easier to send it back. Number 9, to have patience. You might enjoy life a little bit more. There are a lot of things that are out of your control, and if you just let it go, you will be less stressed and have a much better day. Number 10, even though I didn't learn about very many women in history when I was growing up in school, women were about 50% of the population and were very present, and a lot of the great historic events wouldn't have happened without the women. Number 11, it often pays off to buy more expensive things than the cheaper options, because the cheaper things usually break a lot sooner and you have to rebuy them, and then you end up wasting more money. Number 12, it's human instinct to be lazy, so the hardest part of most things is just starting, so just get past that and you're good. Number 13, I've learned how to be in a mosh pit. I'll show you. You take your arms and you put them right here, and then wherever you go, you're blocking your face so you don't get hit in the face. But even if you do get hit in the face, you don't complain because you put yourself in that situation. Number 14, a good coping mechanism if you can't stop thinking about something and it's really upsetting you is to just write it down, because then you can close the book and you don't feel like you've lost that thing because it's in the book, but you don't have to carry it around with you all the time. Number 15. If you hate your face every time you take off your makeup, try to ease up on the makeup for a while, and eventually when you look in the mirror, your face will just seem like your face and it won't disgust you. It's really great. You can't really know what someone's going through unless you've been in their shoes. Even then, the situation could be completely different. So be kind to others. I learned that organic means normal and everything else seems to be pretty gross and has chemicals in it and everything else. Doesn't mean I always eat organic, but I do know that. 18. Business is all about networking, and the current population is huge, and so many people are good at the same thing. The ones that could make connections with the employers are the ones who will get in. Number 19. If a cat blinks at you, then it's saying that it loves you. This goes for zoos as well. If you blink at an animal, you look less threatening. If you stare at an animal with your eyes wide open, you look like a predator. So go ahead and blink back. Number 20. If you live in a city, make sure to fold your side mirrors back when you parallel park, because cars hit people's side mirrors all the time. It's a common problem. Number 21. Be proud of your small victories and don't place all of your value in your dreams, so that you can be happy and be proud of yourself in the moment as well. Number 22. So if you're someone who loses things a lot, it's very important to create habits. One thing that I do is before I ever leave anywhere, I'll stop and I'll look back at where I was sitting and see if I left anything. Those habits will save you from a lot of stress. Number 23. The best thing ever is to come home to loving, adorable pets. Number 24. If you can draw the human body, then you can draw anything. 25. An easy A is not as valuable as a hard-working B grade. This is because when life gets hard, you gotta know how to work through it. Being challenged is what teaches you to get through those hard times. 26. A flat iron can be used as a regular iron for things like dress straps. Just take a flat iron to that end and it'll straighten it right out. 27. If you get a job when you're a teenager, it teaches you so much. I used to be really shy and quiet, and getting a job as a teenager really brought me out of my shell and taught me a ton of communication skills. Number 28. A lot of times in life, less is more, especially for decor. I have had troubles throughout the years with clutter, and I'm learning the more that I get rid of things, that my atmosphere is way less stressful. Well, that's it. 28 things I've learned in 28 years. Thank you for watching.